Salutations and welcome back to the farm. So in our last video, we made our 3 different cheese balls that we're going to be taking to a family get-together. And I told you we'd come back together and make a little charcuterie board right here on this serving tray or this cutting board. It's not a serving tray, it's a cutting board. I've already admitted that I have a penchant for them. I love to collect cutting boards. This is one of my prettier ones. So we're going to do a charcuterie board on here. I'm going to set this up for Papa Jim for when he comes home tonight. This will be what he'll be able to snack on after he gets home from a long, hard day at work. I'll make another set of cheese balls and everything I'll get together for a charcuterie board at my son's when we go over. So I've got this really nice cutting board here. Now, I don't know what the rules are as far as putting the charcuterie board together. I think it's just putting it together so it's aesthetically pleasing with things that you know that your family and friends will enjoy eating. So being that I wasn't 100% planning this, I took a trip into the pantry, pulled out what I had, and we're just gonna wing it, and we're gonna see what we can come up for our charcuterie board. Now, the first thing I wanna do is I wanna set out my cheese balls so that they're accessible from either side of the board, because that way when we set it up on a kitchen countertop or a kitchen island or the table, when we go for our visit, it can be accessed from both sides, even maybe 4 sides. So we're just gonna spread our cheese balls out a little bit here. Let's put the one with the, let's put the green one in the middle there. Everybody has these little knives. I'm just gonna go ahead and set a knife on the corners. Lovely. And then at the thrift store, I picked up these little dishes for 25 cents a piece. I'm going to put a couple of those around our board, just in random spots. No rhyme or reason any really, other than maybe make it so that all of our, how many are we going to do here? Let's see. I'm going to do 3 to start off with. So I'm just going to make them like a little triangle right here with the balls nestled up against them right there. I'm going to put little things in these little dishes, and then I'll put my crackers around the outside. So the first thing that I want to put in the dishes is I grabbed out of my pantry a pint of cranberry apple compote that I made a couple of years. I had picked up some cranberries on sale, and my neighbor was kind enough to gift me some apples out of her orchard, and I made this delicious compote. So I thought I would just take a little bit of this compote and place it here in one of these dishes. So you have the sweet, the savory, the tangy, all of these delicious flavors all on the same board. Because if you put a little bit of one of these cheese balls on your cracker and then put just a little bit of this cranberry apple compote, I bet you it's going to be delicious. So let's just go ahead and get some of this into this dish here, and I'll take a good picture of this when I'm done so you can see how it looks. Can't go wrong with apples and cranberries during the holiday season. And I've been needing to use this one up, so. And if you don't have fancy little serving spoons, I got this little serving spoon at a yogurt shop. Hello, why throw them away? They're perfectly good. So that will go right here in this little bowl to be perfect. In our bowl over here, I found some little green olives with the pimentos in the center. We'll put some of those in this bowl here. Now, if I had some black whole olives, I would have brought, oops, that's a party foul. I would have brought out some black olives to add, but I didn't have any. So I will be adding those to my shopping list, because when I find that my pantry is low on something, I like to add it to my list and get 6 to 12 of them so I have them throughout the year. Everybody loves green olives. Do you love green olives? Comment below. What's your favorite, green olives or black olives? All right, there we go. And we'll put this little spoon right in there so they can be served up as well. Okay, in this dish here, I'm going to add some sweet to our charcuterie board. There's nothing wrong with having sweet and savory together. So I have these in my pantry, these little cookies that you use with your coffee. I have chocolate and I have vanilla. I'm just gonna break a couple of them and just randomly place them in these little bowls here in the front Whoops, that one broke. I'm gonna have to eat that one later. Try to break them so that you have a long enough piece to stick out in your tray here. Let me remove these shorter ones. All these party fowls are gonna have to be eaten. I mean, I don't know what I'm gonna do other than oblige. The trick to this is gonna be to keep the kids from just eating the little cookies. But these are so pretty. You could do little breadsticks if you wanted to do some breadsticks. You could do some garlic cheese breadsticks and pop those in the oven before you get together and put those in there. There we go, I think that's enough. Now these look rustic because I put the torn ends up. But if you're going someplace where you want to make a little bit better impression, you can put them so that the finished sides are up. All up to you. Okay. Moving on. So if you know me, you know that I do not eat meat, but Papa Jim does, and he does have some of these smoked sausage sticks here. I'm going to cut these into little I'm going to cut these into little sticks that are easy to grab and place on a plate. And I'll just put little bits throughout the serving tray here so they can be easily picked up and used with your, I'm only going to do 3 because he's going to have this after work and I won't be eating them. Okay, moving on. We have our crackers. Now we like to use wheat thins. It's really the only cracker that my family enjoys. You can use wheat thins, you can use Triscuits, you can use whatever you like. Just take a few minutes. Once you arrive to your location, take the crackers out and just arrange them on your tray in a nice little pattern. Make sure you put them throughout so that your guests can grab some crackers with ease. You can do Ritz crackers. Oh, I have some Ritz too. But Ritz crackers seem to really like the wheat thins with a cheese ball better than the Ritz crackers. So I'm just going to take a few minutes and spread some crackers all over my tray. And there are no rules either about sneaking a cracker every once in a while you're putting your tray together. Nobody needs to know. And your crackers don't have to be perfect. Just try to layer them so people can grab them. I've moved my knives up here into the center so that people can grab them. It leaves us more room for the crackers. Did you know that broken crackers have half the calories? Join me for more diet tips. I'm gonna try to get the whole box of crackers on this one tray. And there we go. Our charcuterie board is done. I'm gonna take a top-down shot to show you everything I have on here. Oh, before I do that, remember all that rosemary from when we made our herbed potatoes earlier? I have sprigs of rosemary that have not been used. There's absolutely nothing wrong with taking a sprig of rosemary and just tucking it alongside the cheese balls for just that little added touch of class. So pretty. Look at that right there. You don't have to go crazy with it. But I do think it adds a nice touch. And who doesn't love the smell of rosemary? So pretty. So, so pretty. All right, let's take a top-down look at our charcuterie board. Okay, friends, well, thank you so much for joining me as we put together my first ever charcuterie board. Can you believe it's the first one I've ever done? It's true. I don't think it turned out too bad. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get off my feet for a little while, put my feet up, make a beautiful hot cup of coffee, and enjoy all of these little broken cookies because something has to be done with them. All right, friends, until I see you again here on the farm, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and have a blessed holiday. And we'll see you next time here on the farm. Bye-bye.